Hello, everybody. I'm just gonna give a few minutes to see if anybody joins us here. So we'll go ahead and recap here. I have 2 sets of eggs in this incubator. I'm using the Genesis 1588 by GQF. My first batch was set on 3/26. My second batch was set on 4/3. It's the first candling for them. The first batch, it's the second candling from them. So we're going to go ahead and see what we've got here. Currently, my incubator temp is, let's see if you guys can see that there. What's that say? There we go. 99.6 and 35% humidity. Whoa. Okay. We got to do some adjusting. That's a little tricky, but while we're here, let's go ahead and show you. Let me get this up a little bit more. Let me turn this, if it will, without falling all over. Okay, so on this incubator here, and I've got a video of it, I'm going to go ahead and turn the temp down by hitting the arrow button down. Let me do this. There. Okay, so I'm going to turn it a little bit more there. Alright, so I'm going to turn the temp button down, the set temp. Okay, I turned that down 1 degree. On these incubators, most of them have this, or I think they all do have this little box here. It'll unplug here, and then it disconnects here, and it's okay to go ahead and do this while it's running. I mean, you need it running anyways. And let's see here. This is going to be a little tricky. I should have the part for my cabinet incubator here in the next couple days. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I am going to hold down both of these buttons with the incubator off. I'm going to turn it back on. We're going to give it a minute. Hold it for a few seconds. And it comes up with calibrate the temp and then calibrate the humidity. It's been the last 2 days cold and moist. Humid around here right now. We're in mid-Michigan. It's, what is it? 38 degrees out right now. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and hit the button again. And it says humidity is at 15%. I'm going to just turn that down. I find that I have to kind of wiggle these buttons and really push on them to get it to change. Because I like my humidity no more than about 30%. Run them right now. Hit the buttons again. Lights up. There you go. Okay. So let me go ahead and turn the big light off real quick. And we'll get to candling. Again, we have eggs on day 14 in here. And we have eggs on day 7 in here. God, this tripod is so cool, you guys. I'm so happy about this. It's just, I wish I could get it kind of closer, so. Okay. Open up. I'm going to set that off over to the side. The eking and creaking of styrofoam. It's like nails on the chalkboard. Okay, so you're going to find here that I have my little mister bottle. I bought it off of Amazon. It's a, I found it at a beautician's office, and it just a light mist, which is really nice. But I keep my misting bottle in there, in the incubator. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and candle. Let's start with the oldest batch first. Again, these guys are on day 14. I've got my markings on here. The X, that's an S, or no, that's a G. Yeah, that's a G for gray. And then my A for turning. They're starting to lose weight. But we're going to go ahead and see here. Let's get everything focused in. If you're watching, please say hi so I can say hi back to you. I think I got to clean my camera lens. It doesn't look that clear, or at least not on my side. Hi, Miss Barb. Alright. So again, this is the oldest batch. They are on week 2, essentially. Air cell is forming well. I don't know if it's better up close or further away. Something is really blurry on my end. I don't know if I have stuff on my screen, because I can see. Tell me if that's clear to you, because it's really not clear on my end unless it's my eyes. Could very well be my eyes. At this point, we're watching for movement. We've been churning 3 days or 3 times a week, hand turning 3 days or 3 times a week. It does, don't it? Hold on. Let me try this. Stay. I wonder if I zoom in any. Is that any better zoomed in? Maybe it's not having to focus so much. Let's do this. I see movement up here. See it right there? You can see the shadows moving in there. There, now we can really see it. Let me go ahead and go to another egg. My gray boy has been really busy. I have a lot more color eggs in here than I do white eggs. I see movement there. That's basically what I'm checking for, is movement. You can see where things are kind of shifting around in there, almost like, I don't know, a water balloon, or it kind of reminds me of, back in my day, it was these keychains, and they had like oil and water in them, and glitter and stuff. It kind of reminds me of that, when things are just floating around. So that one's good. Good deal. Again, we're just checking for movement. And I can see the movement there. I'm getting like a shake, Maybe it's me. Maybe I'm shaking a little bit today. I'm kind of tired today. Or maybe it's picking up on the vibration from the incubator fan running on the other side here. Air cell looks like it's developing really well on this egg. This one's quite a feisty little baby in there right now. Just moving around. So far, we're doing pretty good. Movement in there. Oh, wow. Yeah, lots of movement on that one. Real happy baby. It was, wasn't it? Is it much clearer now on your end? And at this stage, you're not looking so much for development. You're just watching for movement. You're looking for other things. You know, if the egg is totally, completely dark, then you can assume that it went bad. Good movement in this egg. You might pick up on blood rings. Basically, if they're not looking like this and things aren't moving in there, it's me. I'm shaking a little bit. I just felt it. I'm picking up on it. Because it's usually in between this stage and lockdown that they will quit on you, which is essentially dying in the egg. Good movement on that one. Yeah, just think it's tired. I really could have taken a nap. I could really probably have slept all day. So this one's got some good movement. But it looks a little weird in one spot right there. I'm going to kind of watch that spot for a minute here. See this dark spot? But it's moving good. Oh yeah, we're jumping right around in there. Holy Toledo. Oops, I kind of went out of view. Wow. Somebody's in there doing acrobats. Really good movement on that one. And when I first looked at the temp on the incubator, it said 99.6, which I'm not too worried. Your incubator is going to fluctuate a little bit in temperatures and humidities. I got it down to 99.5, and with experience, as you're hatching out, I'm sure we've adjusted temperatures because, like, I've had babies that seem like they're pipping too fast, and I'm worried about them absorbing. So I'll turn my temp down, and that will just slow them down a little bit. Good movement on the egg. I got that little tidbit of information from Barb. Barb's a really great mentor for all of us. Who else is watching here? Barb, and who else do I got? I know it's a weird time of day, but if I didn't do it now, I might end up just falling asleep. And I've got a candle so I can try and make room. I've got the sun incubator, but I really don't want to fire that one up yet. I really don't. I'm hoping that I can get away with not. So, okay, so this is the first candling for these guys. We got Fertility in that one. Although, I don't know if you can pick up on it. You can see like this ring. It's not quite a blood ring, but it could develop into that. Could very well develop into that. So I am just going to sit on this one and watch. I don't even know how many I have fertile out of this batch. Like I said, I'm seeing it for the first time with you guys. Could very well be. If you look at this one, well, this one kind of has a little bit, but it's not as prominent as, wait, where'd it go? Yeah, it was this egg. I think I'm going to have to agree with Barb because it shouldn't have did that. It should not have did that when I picked it up. I'm going to put it back down because I was looking at the egg. I wasn't looking at the screen to see what you guys see. See how this one, when, you know, it's the dark here, which that is the yolk. Okay, maybe. I'll just watch it and see. I mean, sometimes that's all we can do, but this one's got good veining to it. Sometimes all you can do is just watch and see. Cross your fingers and hope for the best. I mean, not like we can get in there and ultrasound anything. This is as close as you're coming to ultrasounding anything. Not like we can see any defects or deformities. Although I wonder if you can do an ultrasound on an egg. That would be really interesting to find out. I wonder what it would be like to do an x-ray on something like this. There's my scientific mind. Okay. I think I do know that I have one egg in here that is fertile from Sylvester, my color carrier. Wow. You know, I was thinking about switching my gray boy out, but I'm going the wrong way. I've got them grouped by colors. Okay, good there. These are a couple of white here. I cannot see. Oh, sorry. I gotta watch the screen. I'm looking off over to the side here. There we go. There we go. Okay. So far, everything's been good. I'm churning them while I do this too. Let me go back. And it's because I got it zoomed in too, so, okay, we'll give that one a second to settle. Yep, good veining there. But I was starting to say that my gray male, I was thinking about switching out, but boy, does he do a good job. Oh no, might just wait and see what this year's babies look like. Okay, so I got 4 white ones in this grouping, and 2 Sylvesters. All of these are gray, and there's only 2 white. Like, all but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 eggs in this incubator. My gray boy has been very busy. Very busy. There we go. Okay. You can see right there that little black, the darker black spot. That would be, I do believe, an eye. Could possibly be the heart too. Could possibly be the heart too. He keeps it up. He's gonna have fun. He's gonna have fun out in the woods. He's not as testy as what his granddaddy was, though. That's absolutely for sure. My grays, my colors originate from Barb. And one of the first birds that I got from Barb was a blue splash and my buff. This blue splash, I don't know how many times I messaged her What's wrong with him? He's being such a jerk. I mean, he was bad. Like, really bad. Okay, this one's bad. The air cell is on the side here. Well, it's not bad. It's just not fertile. But the air cell is not even in the right place. I actually sold them, Barb. And when I sold them, the lady that I sold them to, I warned her how bad he was. That was indigo. And, we didn't know if maybe he just needed to be in a bigger flock and have his butt kicked ultimately. Kind of become low man on the totem pole or what. But she said that he was so bad that she actually just sent him off to an auction. Honestly and truthfully, he should have probably been called. Okay, so this egg here looks like it could have started developing, but it went bad. If you look at the difference between that egg and the one before of not being fertilized at all, this one is like clear, nothing, nada. Whereas this one, ultimately, yeah, it did. It was fertilized. There's no veining or anything like that. It's all misshapen. And it quit. It started to develop and it quit. And this is why you definitely want to check your eggs, even if you have your goose, you have a broody goose and sitting on eggs, because if you've never had a goose egg explode, you don't want to. That one's bad too. So, I mean, three. But not only can it introduce bacteria to the other eggs, but man, that smell. The one and only time that I ever experienced an egg exploding was way back when I was a kid. Oh boy. This is a Sylvester egg. And this one's got a lot of calcium. You can actually see it. Calcium deposit falling off. This is from my old hen. God, I want to say she's going 6-7 years old, something like that. But the air cell's off too. It's over here on the side. But anyways, from my oldest hen, she's 6-7 years old, something like that. I can actually feel it on this egg too. She's been randomly laying. Nothing. I think Sylvester is finally done. I might get a few random here and there from her, but even still, a 6-7 year old goose should be laying consistently. I think I've gotten like 1 egg a week from her. So I had somebody pose the question to me the other day. I'm just going to make sure I got all these guys lined up right. I had somebody pose the question to me the other day as far as, okay, wait. When does a goose stop laying? And, at what age? And I've heard variable numbers. Like I said, my oldest goose is 6-7 years old, which would be my time of doing this. If I remember when I got her, she was either 3 or 4. So, shoot, no, I want X up. And so the time frame of them being fertile, producing eggs, etc. is so variable. Just like that question of at what age do they live to? A lot of it depends on genetics. living conditions, diet. There's so many variables to that. Something else that I had posed to me as far as a question is, let me turn the light on. Hold on. Okay, so another question that I had posed to me in the last week, I try to cover questions that I've been, asked over the last couple days here. Well, last week is I had somebody message me that they dropped an egg about an inch off the ground, or an inch off. And I've done it. I think we've probably all done it as far as, we're candling them. We've got them over top of the other eggs, etc. like that. If you could tell, when I was candling, I was right down here, really close by, and I've actually dropped on top of another egg, and one of them cracked, and it was like 2 weeks before lockdown. I think they were right in the middle, and I actually had blood, and I took and real quick cleaned it up, put some candle wax over it, white clear unscented candle wax. Talk about scrambling. And anyways, the baby survived, but it quit about, at what stage did it quit? I want to say it quit a couple of days before lockdown. Shoot, I might as well miss these guys. This is my cooling, so I'll just turn them once again tonight. Let's see here, what'd Barb say? Samantha, how old was Samantha again, Barb? And I'm so very sorry. I know how much you loved her. She was an absolute stunning goose. What was she, like 14? Something like that. Barb just lost her eldest. She was 17. Boy, I was way off. But anyways, she said that, Samantha, that's what the goose's name was, laid eggs for several days before she passed away. But nothing had been fertile in 3 years. Do you think anybody was even breeding her? Or attempting to breed her? Oh, they were, okay. So, yeah, I guess it kind of depends. I mean, just like if you think about the reproductive of a woman, we start out not regular or anything like that, and the young ones start out not regular. Then we get all hormonal and wanting to do the reproduction stuff and everything, and then as age gets to us, we're just gonna leave it at that. As age gets us, things become kind of sporadic with us again. So if you kind of think of it like that, that's how I think about it, and that's how I explain it to a lot of people, and oh yeah, kind of does make sense. Okay. So, but nothing was fertile from her. That's too bad. It would have been nice to have one last fertile egg from her. But, yeah, so, anyways, what did I have? I had over close to 30 eggs in the incubator. And, out of those 30 eggs, my first batch, I think I only pulled maybe like 4 or 5 out. Not bad numbers this year. Like I said, the gray boy, he's been really busy. One of my whites has decided that she's just going to lay wherever she wants to lay. Yard, pool, wherever. Don't care. Thanks. Nothing like an Easter egg hunt every day. So anyways, that's where we're at, guys. Come and join me next week. Next week, it will probably actually be on no, not Sunday. Sunday's Easter. Yeah, yeah, we'll do this again on Saturday, but we'll shoot for later. Um, or it's all saved, so you guys can go and watch it later. Um, so we'll see you guys again next week with another batch, and hopefully I'll have my cabinet incubator back up and running. Have a good week, guys. Thanks, Barb. Thank you, Noel. Have a good day.